Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. I am here today to share with you my August budget, and I promise I'm going to keep it pretty short this month. Last month for my July budget video, I did a super intense, really long video that took you step by step through my entire budgeting process. So if you watch this video and you're a little confused or you would like to see more detail, make sure you check out my July budget video, and that should clarify, hopefully, anything that may confuse you or that I may not have explained as thoroughly this month. So you are seeing this video on August 31st, and if August 30, what? So you are seeing this video on July 31st. If you have not yet prepared your August budget, I highly recommend you do so. So if you're new around here, then I do a monthly budget video every single month before the month begins, showing you our exact budget for the upcoming month. Now, I used to do this video using my Google Sheets spreadsheet each month, but the past couple months I've recorded it showing you how I prepare and plan my budget using the worksheets from my printable budget planner. So if you're interested in any of the worksheets that you see me using today, I will leave a link down below and you can go ahead and check that out if you'd like to grab a copy for yourself. Let's just go ahead and hop into my budget. Okay guys, so this is the first thing I do when I start my budget. And like I said, I'm gonna zip through this really quickly. If you wanna see a lot more details, go ahead and check out my video from last month, my July budget video. So what I do here is we are budgeting from August 4th to August 31st. And the reason being is because my husband is paid every 2 weeks. We budget almost solely on his paychecks, and he's paid here on the 4th and he's paid here on the 18th, and then his next paycheck would be on the 1st, which means our August budget is going to completely wrap up on the 31st, and then our September budget will actually start on the 1st. So what I do here is I just plan all of our bills, and since we're debt-free except for our mortgage, we don't have too many bills. We also do have a couple additional bills that don't show up on here, but they are either debited directly to our credit card or our savings account. So they're not really budgeted here on this calendar. But this is the first step so that you can really plan everything out and get a very good feel for what you need to take out of each paycheck, and also make sure you're not skipping any bills. So I have everything laid out here, everything that will come out of the first pay period I have highlighted in yellow, and then I have the pay dates of our first paycheck highlighted in yellow just so they correlate. And then I do the same thing for the bills from the second half of the month here. They're highlighted in orange, and I just highlight the paycheck dates here in orange. It's just kind of an extra way for me to make sure I'm paying things out of the right paycheck. So I'm not going to read all of these expenses because we'll go through them here right on my paycheck budget sheet. So I have to estimate my husband's paycheck because his income varies greatly and I never really know what's coming in. So I am estimating $2,000 here. And in this section, bills, all I did was copy over everything you just saw on the calendar that was highlighted in yellow. So we have our church donation, our mortgage transfer, that's $150 and $715. World Vision is a charity we donate to each month. That's $29. And then I have AT&T for our cell phones, $197.79. Yes, I know that's crazy high. We will be switching when our contract is up. And then Comcast here, which is our cable and internet as well. I have these estimated just based on what they were last month. Every once in a while they change by a couple cents, but that's a very good estimation. So all of these bills together total $1,226.68. And when I do get the actual bills in the mail for these last two, I will go ahead and copy the exact total into this actual column. These three will stay the same because we donate that same amount each time. So they are true and accurate numbers. So moving down here, this is debt and extra expenses. I do not have debt besides our mortgage, which we already covered in the last section. So here I just write down when myself and my husband get our personal money, because that is just once a month. I owe my son some cash. We gave him cash for a gift card that he wanted to trade in. And my husband takes $10 extra every time he does an overtime. Those total $170. Then we're gonna come up here. These are spending categories. And we have fuel for $40, home for $30, food for $2.50, gifts for 40, spontaneous giving for 20, miscellaneous for 100, cars for 50, pets for 75, clothing for 30, household for 30, and medical for 50. So we take money out for these spending categories every pay period. So that's twice a month. They stay pretty similar, but they do fluctuate up or down depending on how much we're paid that month. So that total is $715. And I don't have any savings or sinking funds going out of this pay period because, as you'll see in a minute, we're already in the negative and we are still working towards getting a month ahead on bills. So any extra that we may end up getting in this paycheck, since remember, I'm simply estimating here. So if any extra comes in, it will just stay in our checking account since we are trying to build up an entire month of expenses in that account. Here are our totals. We had an income of $2,000 and all of the expenses together that we just reviewed came out to $2,111.68. That means we are in the red, $111.68. And as I mentioned, if we come in any higher on our estimation, it will sit in our checking account. But if we don't come in any higher, we'll still be in the negative, which means I will go up here to these categories and I will deduct money from each category until I make up that $111, and that will bring us to zero. So now for our second paycheck of the month, I again estimated his paycheck for $2,000 for this pay period. And here we just have mortgage, our electric bill, which I'm estimating at $150, our gas bill I'm estimating at $25, our water and sewer I'm estimating at $170, and all of those total to $1,060.00. Down here, we do have just a couple cash envelopes that we still use. These are only filled once a month now. I was just getting really sick of using cash with all the germs and everything with COVID going on right now. Plus, I was trying to build a couple categories up, and I just did not like that cash sitting in my house. So we stopped using cash envelopes except for these couple. We fill these only once a month and then they are gone by the time it comes to fill them up again. So these are kid commissions for $50, haircuts for $20, and kid stuff for $50 for a total of $120. Now moving up to our spend categories, you're gonna see they're very similar to the last pay period. In fact, I think the only thing that differs here is couple bucks less for fuel, and that was just accidental. So fuel for $35, home for $30, food for $250, gifts for $40, giving for $20, miscellaneous for $100, cars for $50, pets for $75, clothing for $30, household for $30, and medical for $50. Now here in this paycheck, we're also going to do our savings transfer. I do this once a month, and this is to cover all of our bills that are billed irregularly. So this covers myself and my husband's life insurance that are taken out of our savings account automatically. This covers a portion of Amazon Prime, so when they charge us for the year, we have it all saved in our savings account. This also covers a portion of our ID theft insurance that we pay on a yearly basis, and it covers the amount that we save each month for our car insurance. So this amount of $245 will be transferred to our main savings account. Now that gives us a total income of $2,000. All of our expenses here, here, and here equal $1,890, and then our savings is going to be $245, and you can see that gives us a negative $135 for this pay period also. So I say this each month because we are estimating. I try to always estimate low, and 9.5 times out of 10 it comes in higher and everything's good and fine, and we actually have more money that we can allocate. So if we have any extra money on this pay period, it will end up going to my daughter's birthday fund and our back to school fund, since both of those happen in August, and then the next month we will go back to contributing to our regular sinking funds. If you guys have any questions about anything here in my budget, feel free to leave me a comment and I will try to clear it up for you. All right, guys, so that was it for the August budget. I told you it was pretty simple. Thankfully, there's not too much craziness going on. I was sending out an update at the end of each month to my email subscribers, letting them know how our budget finished out, because people often ask me if I can do kind of like a budget wrap up or share exactly how our budget finished out for the month. I think I dropped the ball and forgot to send it last month. So I'm going to write myself a note so I send it at the end of July. So if you are interested in seeing how our budget ends up throughout the month, then I will also leave a link down below where you can go ahead and sign up to receive my email newsletter, and you will get that information sent straight to your inbox. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I would really appreciate if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.